Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We were, you know what, we were never mind. You know what I mean? Like, we were never minding.
We just finished the Tale of Jiraiya. For he is Jiraiya the Gallant.
You know what, I'm just gonna leave the volume, like, here and just see what the fuck happens. I don't care enough to figure out what the fuck this volume's gonna do in this game.
Believe it.
Unless that shoots up, like, crazy high above my current talking voice, I don't care.
After receiving his master's death, or recovering from his master's death, Naruto Uzumaki gets focused once more.
Yeah,
once again.
Yeah, let's start reading these at episode 32.
Oh, no, I was just reading that one because, you know... I don't go fuck.
I always love these because Derek will do this constantly where he'll be like, I don't want to read anything, and I'm like, alright, and then the fucking text will start show up on the screen, and he'll be like, so, and he'll, like, start reading it, and I'm like, I guess we're reading these now? And then, like, halfway through, he'll be like, I don't want to read these. And I'm like, then why'd you start? Because now it's weird that we're stopping.
Oh, is this that one? I was like, what the fuck is this saying again? Where are we in the plot again?
Jiraiya just died.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the point where Jiraiya is dead. And now Naruto finds out that Jiraiya is dead.
Are you alright now?
No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Believe it.
It's great, I guess.
Oh yeah, the fucking metal-ass frog where he got his fucking back scarred just to send a message.
And then he was just like, I don't understand this. His handwriting is awful.
Could you tell us about pain again?
Eventually they figured it out.
Yeah.
Because I guess
Kakashi was there or something like that.
It had to do with his Mako Paradise book or something. It was like a code inside the book using the pages or some shit.
Which is absolutely fucking insane.
I mean, that's Jiraiya for you.
Yeah.
He's a world champion for a reason.
Defeating him will be no easy task.
Speaking of no easy tasks, so I started watching the new Dragon Ball show. Dragon Ball Daima. I believe it's Daima. Is how it's pronounced.
It's a D word, I don't remember.
And I was watching it, and they introduced a new villain, and he's like, I know what I'll do. I'll wish that all of Earth's champions are children. And I was like, oh my god, it's GT again!
So GT canon?
No, like, GT is now canon by being not canon. Because, like, one, GT's still canon because all of Daima happens before Battle of the Gods, which happens before the end of Z, and Z ends and then GT happens, so GT is still canon. But it's the fact that another villain had the same idea to turn them back into children.
So it's canonical that Goku was transformed into a child twice.
Yes, twice. Once with all of his friends and family, and another time just by himself. But I literally, because I saw it and I was just like, so this was the last one written by Toriyama. Toriyama had full writing control of this show.
Yeah, this is the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. And then, he had full writing control over the show, and then the first thing they did was GT's plot, and I was just like, because everyone's always like, GT isn't canon because it wasn't written by Toriyama. Toriyama gets the right to make his own fucking Dragon Ball show for the first time in 20 years, and what does he do? He writes fucking GT again.
So, according to this, it takes place a few months to a year after the Majin Buu saga.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's before Battle of the Gods, which is before the end of Z. It's all GT is still canon.
People are debating its canonicity, but it is confirmed to be canon by the original manga.
Yeah.
So fuck you all.
The only thing about it that makes it GT not canon is that apparently, although I haven't seen it yet, apparently they go Super Saiyan 4 in it. And if that's the case, then that does make GT uncanon. Because it's the first time he goes Super Saiyan 4 is in GT.
Right.
So if the first time he goes Super Saiyan 4 is in Daima, and Daima happens before GT, then that inversely makes GT not canon. But until that happens, GT is technically still canon.
So people are saying they think it's technically part of a new continuity, but I'm like, fuck off.
It's clearly in the same continuity. It takes place immediately after Buu. Like, it's incredibly obvious where it takes place.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it any more obvious. I just find it really convenient that everyone bitched that GT wasn't canon because Toriyama didn't have anything to do with it. And then when Toriyama gets to write his own new Dragon Ball story, the first thing he does is rip off GT's plot. The immediate first thing he does, and I'm like, so GT was canon this whole time.
Yeah.
I called it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because apparently what I get from this is that they turn into children, and then they have to take a spaceship to go find the person who has the Dragon Balls. Exactly the same as GT. And then, apparently at some point, he turns into Super Saiyan 4. Just like GT.
Yeah.
All we need to do is have Omega Shenron show up, and it's just in GT again, but before Z ends for some reason.
This is the greatest shit ever.
Oh my god, honestly, I would prefer GT to be canon over this to be canon, though. Because at least in GT we got, like, Pan in, like, Teenage Trunks again. In fucking Daima, Trunks just a baby again, and Pan's not even born yet. And, like, I love it because they're just like, I want you to turn all the warriors into children, and Shenron's just like, that is way too broad for this planet. I need an age range for children. And he's like, first grade, and he's like, what do we do with the ones that are already children? And he was like, turn them into babies, I don't fucking know.
I love that shit. I was just like, yo man, that's not how that fucking shit works.
That shit's broad as shit. And then they like make the wish, and he's just like, wait, I thought you give 3 wishes. And he's like, that's just for my regulars, bitch. Fuck off. And then he pieces out. In true Shinron fashion.
Well, the scope of that wish was too broad.
No, his exact words, I shit you not, is, no, that's reserved for my regulars. And then fucking pisses off.
I love Shenron.
Shenron's awesome.
Shenron is the biggest troll of Dragon Ball.
He's the best character. Also, I like that Goku's running around trying to find his shit that he had as a child, so he's trying to find the extendo pole and shit, and Korin's just like, he runs into Korin, and I'm just like, God, I miss Korin. God, I miss all the characters from Dragon Ball that were fucking lost to the sands of time as soon as Z started. Because Korin's great.
Yeah, because the scopes just got way too fucking big.
Yeah. Now we just need a surprise appearance from Launch, and everything will be set back to how it should have been.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Mount Myoboku?
Launch is never coming back. Launch is dead. Dead.
What do you feel?
I love it because there's a scene in Super where Whis and Beerus summon Shenron, and Shenron's just like, oh shit, guys, I didn't know, fuck. Hey Beerus, what's going on, man? What do you need? Whatever you need, sir, I will do it for you.
You got it, Beerus.
It is peculiar about
I like Omega Shenron, because Omega Shenron is just Shenron, but there are too many wishes, so Shenron got pissed off and was ready to throw hands.
I love that in Super there's a galaxy level Shenron.
Yeah. Well, there's always a different Shenron. He has a different name. He's not called Shenron, but they all have different names. Every Dragon Ball collection has a different named dragon.
Yeah.
And they all look kind of the same, but not.
Yeah, they're all cousins.
Yeah.
Including the
They're
Omega
all
one.
offshoots. Also, they retcon that Piccolo is now from Hell. It's been retcon that anyone with pointy ears means that they were originally from Hell, but left at some point to go find their own planet or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I literally heard that and I was like, I guess that's fine. I mean, that doesn't ruin any canon. It's just one of those things that's like, I guess so.
Yeah, no, didn't you know? Slug people are from Hell, Chris.
Yeah, they're all from Hell. My favorite thing to do is to go back to original Dragon Ball and then point out all the characters that are much stronger than anyone in even Super, but they will never show up again because, it's Dragon Ball and everyone has forgotten who they are. Like, in Dragon Ball, there's 2 characters. There's a giant humanoid rabbit who has Boo's power that anything he hits with his beam immediately turns into a carrot. Which means that he could kill Beerus, theoretically, if he hit them with that beam. Because it turns anything into a carrot. There is no limitation to it.
Yeah, no,
so theoretically, there's a whole bunch of characters in Dragon Ball Z that are just way more powerful. I mean, there's a whole bunch of characters in original Dragon Ball that are just way more powerful that will just never come up. Nine-Tail Fox mode, probably.
Yeah, well...
Oh, wait, that changes my
Changes... Awakening changes to Dragon Ball...
Okay, let's do that one, and we'll do Defense into,
Wind style! Wind style!
Because this makes his super actually,
useful.
function. Yeah, well, actually function.
Yeah, and the other one makes it so when you do your like super form, you become Ninetales.
Yeah, Four Tails.
Oh, Four Tails. Sorry.
Four Tails.
Yeah.
Now fight your clones. Lots and lots of your clones.
And then Naruto fights himself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Naruto says, and then proceeds to wreck himself. See, look how much better that is.
Yeah.
Instead of my weird flippy kick move that doesn't hit fucking anything.
I forgot because we've been playing as other good characters since then.
Yeah, that Naruto is actually shit.
Yeah.
And not a good character in this game. So slow. Just hit anything, thank you. Whatever. So yeah, I've been watching Daima. I'm only on like episode 2. I just thought it was funny that they were like, here's the plot, and I was just like, it's just fucking GT.
And Chris is not like a defender of GT, but he still loves to debate GT's canonicity to
I
people.
still love yelling at people that GT is still canon because everyone hates GT, including me. I also hate GT, but you can't argue it's not canon because there's nothing in Z or any of the other shows that have decanonized GT until possibly now.
Yeah.
Daima might possibly make it not canon. Although now people are arguing the canonicity of Daima, so like, who fucking knows? I bet I could still argue GT's canon.
Accustom yourself to the environment.
I was talking to, I think it was Trevor, actually. I was talking to Trevor, like, years ago, when we were talking GT, and I'm like, GT will always be canon because Super Saiyan 4 and Omega Shenron. As long as those two things exist in GT, they will always make GT canon because they want to sell that merch for those things.
So, according to what some people say, is the primary Dragon Ball canon is defined by Toriyama's manga. GT, while not an official anime, was not based on his manga, therefore is not canon.
Okay, in that argument, then the entirety of the anime is not canon.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the manga.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. That's a stupid way to argue that.
But a little lighter than before.
Because they're two separate canons. This is true of all animes. The manga and the anime are usually two different canons.
So it is canon for the anime, but not canon for the manga.
Yeah. Same difference. I would argue it's canon. It's
Although
the same
some
thing
fans-
with the movies.
Although some fans consider it canon within the anime continuity or as a separate timeline, it is not part of the core manga narrative. Yeah, that's not what we're arguing.
I mean, yeah, that's not what we're arguing. That's exactly what most people would agree.
Go, Naruto.
Yeah, Super is considered canon because it's based on manga from Toriyama.
It's not from Toriyama, though. That's my entire problem with it. Is that Super isn't done by Toriyama. Super's done by his underling.
Yeah, the art was, I guess, done by him, but the story might have been written by him.
The guy who does the story also does the art. Toriyama makes the new characters, but that guy draws the manga.
I don't know.
Toriyama hasn't worked on fucking Dragon Ball in like a decade. Because he doesn't like it. That's why Daima is so fucking weird. Is because the dude doesn't like action anime. It's just ironic that his most popular thing is an action anime that he hates. He loves comedy stuff. That's why all of his other work is comedy-based. That's why Dragon Ball is so comedy-based. You ever watch Dragon Ball again? It's so much just dumb humor shit.
I gotta rewatch that show again soon, because it's like been a long time since I watched the whole thing.
There's like a point where like the kids are fighting Super Buu, and Super Buu is just like, he just sits there and waits for them to go into their confined form. Like, literally sipping a, like, fucking drink and shit. Just sitting there waiting, reading a fucking magazine. And it's like, yeah, this is Toriyama writing, like, 100%. This is style of, like, he doesn't care about fighting. He wants everything to be funny at all times.
So,
God damn it, run into my fist. Yeah.
I started watching the live... I think we talked about this. I don't remember if we talked about it in this or something else. But I started watching the live-action One Piece.
Yeah.
It's not bad so far.
No, it's good. I've already talked about how actually good the live-action One Piece is. It's not.
They are like I think. Yeah, we have talked about this actually.
Yeah.
They have done some changes that I'm like, how is this gonna work though?
Yeah, that's my problem. Is that like they cut a bunch of characters and essentially replace them with Garth, which like doesn't work towards the
100%?
end of the show. But at the same time, I get it because they're like on a budget.
Feels strange.
They're on a Netflix adaptation budget. But
Yeah, that's very true.
but I'm also like, how the fuck are they gonna fix this? I am a little worried that they're gonna like Kyoshi Wari the story. Where they're gonna get to a certain point and they have changed so much little things that it adds up to like, oh wait, we can't do anything now because the whole thing is fucked.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know if it'll get there, but it could, is my point. Hey, Naruto, can you fucking die by your Nine Tails form, please? Thank you.
Potential than Jiraiya boy.
Jiraiya boy.
That's because Jiraiya Boy didn't have the Nine Tails inside of his spleen.
Jiraiya boy.
My body is getting lighter and lighter.
Wow.
Not
He's floating in the air!
Oh!
Naruto, come back! You're gonna go into space!
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yes, sir.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Remember, like, before?
Yeah, the 1,000 Narutos we have to fight.
Yeah. God, I love training arcs in video games.
Naruto who uses like half his chakra or some bullshit to contain the Nine-Tailed Fox. And then when he becomes friends with the Nine-Tailed Fox, he gets a power boost because he's not holding back to test the Nine-Tailed Fox. It's fast. This is good writing, Naruto.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think he's doing okay.
Kirby Sage also trained here, right?
After much hard training, Jiraiya boy
I found the one I was looking for. It's too late though. They're swarming me. Get down.
What's that again?
Rasen Shuriken.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be throwing at Naruto?
No.
Isn't that destroying your chakra veins or some bullshit like
No,
that?
his chakra games became indestructible because he did so much black lace
Heroin.
heroin that it just turned his veins into like carbonite. And now the Winston Shuriken can't cut through them.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Just like me.
He's like me for real, for real.
He's just like me for real, for real. My favorite Naruto story is when the clones became sentient and then tried killing the original Naruto.
But they didn't kill him because they held him hostage because they knew that if they killed him, all of them would disappear.
Yeah. It's a dark story.
That was actually a very funny filler episode.
Funny, that's an existential dread episode. Which me is the real me. They made a whole episode about it in My Hero Academia. About Double.
Oh, but Double, yeah, he's a good character.
Double is great. When they killed Double, they killed the show. For me. I was like, I could care way less about anything that's happening because Double is the best character and you just murdered him. They kept the girl alive, which is alright.
I watched a video about, they were talking about Double and like characters that can make multiple copies of themselves.
Yeah.
And I think they were talking about like, I'm sure you've heard of Invincible, the show.
Oh, Kate. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate Duplicate.
Kate Duplicate, yeah.
And
who's based off of an original DC character called Johnny Double.
And a couple other characters that are like that too. And they
Yeah.
were talking about how Duplicate, is it Duplicate from One Hero? Oh, My Hero?
No, Double.
Double.
Double
is like the best version of that character.
Yes. Double's great. Double's power is actually insane because there's no limitation to it at all.
He can make a copy of anything as long as he knows the exact measurements.
Yeah. He can make a copy of anything as long as he knows the exact measurements. But also, he can make them look like anything, too.
Yeah.
He can use his own duplicates indefinitely. It's not clear at all that his duplicates don't just become a new him with the same power.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very likely that if the original Double does die, then the duplicate would just become the new Double.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in the story that establishes that, like, oh yeah, if Double dies, then, like, all of his clones die.
Yeah, no,
He just
he's
gets
great.
murdered before we even find out if that's a possibility.
Yeah, and then we have the girl who she can taste your blood and gain all your powers or look like you.
Oh, what the fuck is her name? Is it Asaka? No. I can never remember her fucking name.
I don't
But
know.
I know who you're talking about. She's the one that's in love with Deku and fucking Uraka.
Yeah.
This atmosphere. It
And like,
feels
who
strange.
isn't? But
Isn't in love with Deku?
I've seen the mangas.
Yeah, I've seen the dojins.
I've seen the mangas. My favorite. I made a joke about it a long time ago on the show, but I still stand by it. Which is every single dojin of My Hero Academia starts the exact same way, which is someone coming on to Deku and Deku being like, "No, we really shouldn't do this. This is so bad. What about Araka? Oh no, I would never go and betray her trust." Well, I mean, if you put it that way. If you force my hand, then I suppose there's nothing I can do.
You're gonna chuckle.
Every fucking one of them goes the exact same way.
There's one dojin for My Hero, and it's the villain. He
Yeah.
can turn into a slime monster.
Sure.
Then he can invest. He gets inside every single female character and makes
Sure.
them jump onto Deku. And I'm like, wow, this is fucking absolutely stupid.
All that means is that villain wants to fuck Deku.
With every single female character in this entire cast.
That is. You know what? You're right. That is stupid.
and he made 3 mangas out of it.
I think I've seen it.
I'm ready to
I
go
feel
back
like
to
there's
the
one I've
training.
seen.
Yeah, this.
I've been following one that's way too long. That's the only way I can describe it. I think it's like on like the 9th volume or something, and I've just been like kind of phasing in and out of it every couple months. I'll be like, oh, I remember seeing this, and I'll like read a couple chapters, and I'm like, damn, I forgot how good the artwork is in this. Like, this shit
Dude,
fire.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, there are some dojins and some, like, non-safe for work shit that I'm like, wow, you guys, why are you drawing porn instead of, like, actual manga? And I'm like, oh wait, probably because it pays better.
Derek, Food Wars.
Yeah,
That's the answer to that question. Food Wars. They're all just waiting for their break to make a real show. That's how Food Wars start. Food
You're
Wars
right.
just doing a lot of dojins, and then one day someone was just like, "Your shit's pretty good. You want an anime?" And he was like, "Oh my god, yes! My time has come!" And then he made a dojin of his own property that he made.
And it's official.
Yeah, it's
canon.
official. I don't think it's canon, but it's official.
Oh. Yeah, no, I forgot about that as an actual thing.
Motherfucking Food Wars is the epitome of like. Food Wars is the epitome of like. We got a dojin artist to make an anime, and it's like, oh, that's neat. What did he do with it? Well, you could say he did what we expected him to do with it.
I find it so funny because sometimes I'll be reading something and I'll be like, I recognize this art. And I look more into it and I'm like, oh, that's why I recognize this art.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
uh,
Dude, I'm at the point where like. It's not consistent and it's not everything, but I have hit the point where, like, you know, occasionally people will, like, post on, like, YouTube, like, community post or whatever, and it'll be, like, this art, and it'll be, like, and you see it and you're immediately like, I know that artist.
Yep.
I know that artist.
Yep.
They don't usually draw this.
Yep.
I've hit that point of depravity now where I can, like, see certain art styles and immediately be like, ah, that's this artist. God, I'm good at this game.
I hate though when they do that, and instead of giving credit to the actual artist, they just go credit to the artist.
My favorite is when they go credit to the artist and then they post the link to their fucking like X account, and I'm like, fuck you. Although I can't, you know what? I'm not any better because I'll see it and I'll be like, oh, I know what artist this is, and then I'll scroll down to the comments and everyone will be like, sauce? What's the sauce? Sauce? And I'm just like, I will never tell, and then I leave.
I always love that too. What's the sauce?
There's always one person in there that's just like, I'm always impressed with the people who give the number. Like, the people who are just like, what's this from? And then they're just like, 6-digit number, and they're just like, and I'm always like, damn, how the fuck do they do that? Because I can be like, oh, I know this, or I know the manga, or I know the artist behind it. I couldn't tell you the fucking number to save my life. You could put a gun to my head and I'd be like, oh, no, 67824? Fuck me.
Yes.
It's like, those are people that are ready and waiting. They're like, my time has come! 78234!
Those fucking people are out there.
Everything is going as planned.
I grew up at an older era. The numbers didn't exist when I grew up. We had different sites, alright? Those that still exist, but no one uses now. E-hentai, anyone? Derek knows immediately what site I'm talking about.
Well, then there's like 17 of those type of sites
Oh
now.
god, fucking
That are
my
old.
I love hentai to read just because the name of the website cracks me up every time I read it. Because I'm like, that is indeed what this site is. It's all in the title. It's so easy to remember.
And then there's like, then you're on Reddit and people are like, sauce? It's the sauce. And then it's just like this person's name, this person's name. Here's the link to their fucking Pornhub
Oh my god,
account.
I'm always impressed with the people that are like, here's the name of the artist, here's the name of the manga, here's a link, and I'm like, damn.
Here's the page it's from.
Yeah, it's on page 7. Alright, anyways, we'll pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.